Hey man, shout out my
Man, what's up, man? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like, sub, comment, notifications, do all that good stuff, all right? I'm gonna talk about Calvin Ridley and then I'm gonna go ahead and get into my squad, man. Just just losing the game, man. I'm gonna get into the Tampa game in just a minute, and then of course, I'm gonna watch a little bit of that Cowboys game. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen with them, but I'm gonna talk about that in just a second. But Calvin Ridley, man, you gonna go ahead and step away from the game for a minute. Talking about mental health issues, and we all know what's surfacing right now. Got a lot of athletes, man, that have either dealt with mental health issues or are currently dealing with mental health issues. Um, right off the top of the head, who I've been very critical of, highly critical of, but also at the same token have spoken about in terms of what he's been going through is Ben Simmons in reference to the NBA. And then, of course, I reported on Delonte West, the issues that he's been struggling with too as well. And then now, of course, we're going to dive into Calvin Ridley. Now, this is my thing. Do I feel that Calvin Ridley should go ahead and do it? Yeah, absolutely, man. Your mental health, your mental, physical well being is more important than any game such as or any sport that you play, because that's only temporary. But you got to talk about the life after that particular sport that you play. You know, uh, Calvin really, I've been critical of him too. I think the year before last, he led the league in drops and everything like that. But that's on the football level. Okay, when we're talking about a personal level, we never know what a person is going through. Be it depression, be it PTSD, be it whatever mental health issue that they struggling with or whatever. Got to let them have their time. Got to let them have their gather themselves, so to speak, because they're liable to do something to themselves or the people around them, and we don't want that to happen. Okay. Do I believe that he'll bounce back? Absolutely. Uh, it's been a lot of various athletes that um, go through the same thing, like Simone Biles. She stepped away because of mental health issues, and then of course Naomi in tennis. She had to step away from the game for a minute. But thing about it is, man, is that you can't force these athletes to be something that you want them to be, which is machines, which is what a lot of fanatics try to do. They try to make these athletes into machines and indestructible individuals when that's really not the case. They all got hearts, brains, lungs, feelings, emotions, uh, sensitive to certain things and everything. And so, like I said, man, well-being it's got to be taken care of, especially when you're playing a sport like football. You got to have your head together. You know, and true enough, man. A lot of athletes, they do have a lot of loose screws. But at the same token, you don't want to be have loose screws around the people that you love and the people that you care about, and what you're doing on a daily basis. Now, man, let's get to the other thing. Okay, I got to talk about this Tampa game. Uh, you know, we're not ready, and I've told people that we're not championship ready. The Saints came in and just completely, uh, through adversity, showed their fight and showed their grit, and I got to give them their flowers. Uh, Tom Brady got outplayed by both Jameis Winston for the little bit that he was doing, and he got outplayed by Seaman, okay, or Simon, or however you pronounce his name, because I'll talk about that in just a second. Jameis Winston on a horse collar tackle, he uh, ended up getting a leg injury. Now, you know, we did we did good in terms of our receiving. I thought that Godwin, he did pretty good. Of course, Grayson did good, and Evans did good. But Gronk is just and Brady are not on the same page. They're not on the same page. Fournette, he lost his cool. Uh, after one of the players had ran up to him and everything like that. And of course they're supposed to feel that way because this is a rivalry, right? You know what I'm saying? So we got to have pretty much a some sort of disdain for our opponent. Simon has stepped in, man, and he was 16 to 29, 159 yards and one touchdown. And Jameis, for the little bit that he played, was 6 to 10 at 56 and one touchdown. And they both didn't throw any interceptions, while Tom Brady was 28 of 40, 375. He had four touchdowns, but he still threw two interceptions, though. You know what I'm saying? Um, some people might look at that as a great game. That's very unBrady like. If you follow Tom Brady, do I think that we're gonna bounce back? It's gonna take us some time. It's definitely gonna take us some time. I don't think that we're ready for a team like Green Bay yet, and we're certainly not ready for the Cowboys, because the reason why I say Green Bay is because but the only thing that we have a chance with them is that their defense is not that strong. But when you talk about the Cowboys, they're top 10 in defense. They were eight, if I'm not mistaken. At one point, they was five. And then on top of that, they're clicking on all cylinders in terms of their offense and whatnot. And we'll have to continue to pay attention to that. You know, as they're playing the Vikings at this point in time. But very disappointed in how we play. We ended up losing the game. We lost control of the game. I felt that it was really in that fourth quarter that we ended up losing the game. We had the game though. We had it because we had made that push. But the Saints, they came through, and I did. If you go back and you go check the archives, you go listen to my streams, I will say that I'm not going to sleep on the Saints. I'm not going to sleep on Jameis Winston. Because I think that they have a very good chance too, much like um, the Cowboys. And then also some people are throwing the Rams in there and everything. I don't trust the Rams at this point in time, but overall, man, we got to get better. We're not championship ready. We're not the best team in the NFL, nor is Tom Brady the best player in the NFL. It's just or the best quarterback at least. He's not. We're not playing nowhere like it. We're gonna come back. We're gonna make strong adjustments. We were missing some people. We didn't. That's no excuse though. Okay, we still had Godwin who did a tremendous job. I know we didn't have AB. I know Mike Evans could have played a little bit better. But still, that's still no excuse. You know, Evans did have a 40. He had that one touchdown, but I'm gonna need Evans to really just step in. But see, the thing about it is that Godwin is showing that he could fill in and fill that void when an AD is not in there. You know, uh, you know, on defense, we did what we could. We were doing pretty good in terms of our field position. I thought that uh, I thought that Pierre Paul did a tremendous job, but White has got to do a lot better, man, with making better decisions. Dean did what they could. Our secondary, still we struggle with the line, not so much the secondary so much, but it was our line. We we tried to contain the run for as much as we could, but in the end, man, they were a little bit too much for us, especially on the ground in the end. But y'all tell me what you think, man. Like this video, share it, subscribe, also hit the notification too. Tell them, man, it's oh yeah, what's up with it, TJ? I see you in the building. Make sure y'all go subscribe to TJ Boxing and Sports. Always popping over there. Gonna give you boxing. He's gonna give you other sports too as well. He's a Colts fan, Lakers fan, and definitely um, knows his boxing too as well. Until then, man, LDPC all day up in here, man. Like this video, share it, subscribe. Also hit the notifications too. Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. Appreciate you pulling up, TJ. Y'all have a good one.